Dan Quinn said today that Julio is in fact going to play. You kind of looking forward to having another crack at him?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, looking forward to the opportunity to play against the Falcons. You know, they're a divisional rival, one of our, really truly good rivals, and so look forward to it. And you do look forward to playing against a team with their best on the field, and he really is their best, if not one of their best, for sure.
A lot of plays over the top, as you've talked about. Do you think in particular that area of your defense and secondary has come a long way?
I think so. I think our young guys have grown, and I think they've matured. I think up front, we've settled in on our pass rush. I think our underneath coverage has been good, but one of the things that we have to do is we've got to be able to handle their running game. I think if we can, get them to the point where their running game is just okay, we can eliminate the play action. If not, that's what you got to be afraid of, because they get vertical very quickly, and off of the hard play action, all it takes is one or two false steps by a linebacker or safety, and lo and behold, somebody's behind you. So we've got to be smart. We've got to be solid and stout up front.
Play action an issue in the first match?
Yes, when you go back and look at some of the things that happened, and off the play action, they can max protect too. And as Matt Ryan showed you, if he gets time, he can put it out there, and Julio will go get it, or Sanu will go out and get it. They have those kind of receivers.
Upgraded a little
Yes,
bit.
Charles had a good day today. It was good to see him out there running around. He took the reps that we had set aside for him, and he looked good. He really did. And, in my mind's eye, I didn't doubt that he'd be ready. He loves playing against Atlanta. It's his hometown team, and he just loves the challenge.
Did you find out any more about Ryan? Did you find out any more about Ryan Dallaire? We're going to wait for some more information.
Yeah, and he's got a knee injury, and we'll see how it is, and what's going to happen with it. It's tough, and young man's been playing solid, but again, it's we'll see what they decide.
KK's versatility the last couple of weeks, how key is that? And I know you've done it before,
But it's very big, Joe, especially against teams that do run the ball well up inside, because you can put basically 3 tackles on the field and have him as your end over the top of the tight end, and that's huge, because again, you've got a 300-pound 6 technique. That's tough moving there. So that's one of the things that having a tackle with that kind of ability does for you.
Still no doubt about Greg?
None whatsoever. He came out today, caught the ball very well. We want to be smart with it. We don't want him to get bumped in it and re-hyperextended or whatever he did to it. So we're just really being smart, and he looked good, caught the ball really well, and you guys saw him out there stretching and loosening up, and he's going through his routine. So I'm excited to see him on the football field.
Ron, have you ever met a guy who is both on and off the field quite like Greg Olsen and kind of what he brings?
No, I haven't met a lot of people like a lot of our guys. We have none, and by that I mean we've got some very interesting young men. We really do, and Greg is just another example of them. I mean, everybody from Thomas Davis, who I think is extraordinary, to Cam Newton, to Kelvin Benjamin, to KK, to Luke. I mean, the list goes on, and they're very unique young men, all of them, and they're a great source of pride, I think, for this organization. And we've just got to continue to have these types of guys around there.
A lot since you came from a Bears team that was pretty unique too, didn't it?
Yeah, but you know what? A lot of those guys are, that I played with are all tremendous all tremendous men now. Back in the day, it was a great group of guys. We had a lot of fun. Obviously, I did catch the Fog Bowl. Somebody recorded it for me, and I got a chance to look at it. That was kind of cool. But it's it is when you have a unique group of guys, it can become special. I know this year's been not what we envisioned, but at the end, the way they play for each other, I think, is important, and the relationships they have is inside that locker room is important as well.
Coach, if you were playing on this team, who do you think you would hang out with the most?
Linebackers, you tend to gravitate towards your position, and it's an interesting group of guys. I mean that group, they're tight knit, and it's actually this time of year is kind of neat for all the groups, because they do their own little Christmas events and parties, and they really do. They do struggle a little bit about trying to get the right kind of gift for one another. It doesn't matter what position, but it's really kind of neat what they do.
Ron, who has Greg been for Cam? Cam kind of was a little sentimental just now about Greg and what he means to him, but who is he to you for Cam?
Well, I think, Greg is a know-it-all. I mean, and by that, I mean in a really good sense that he's a son's coach, and so when you grow up and you understand the structure of football, it carries over to you on the football field. And whether you're helping your offensive teammates or your defensive teammates or special teams, he's a tremendous fallback for a lot of people. And when bullets are flying, I shouldn't say bullets, when things are happening, it's going real fast. Greg has this calming effect that he can kind of settle everybody down, and he helps Cam that way. He helps everybody. He helps me every now and then too. He's got that kind of ability, and again, guys like that are once in a career type guys, and we're very fortunate to have him here.
This is not mentality, but his temperament also kind of enhanced that as well.
Yes, because he can turn it on. His intensity level goes up very high, very fast, and then he can bring it back down and be calm. That I think is really unique. He wants to win in a bad way, like a lot of guys. This has been a struggle for him this year, obviously, because of what we've done. I know personally, as an individual on this football team, he's done some really good things, and he's put himself in position again. And he's the type of guy that a lot of young guys can learn from, his professionalism. I think he sets a great example on and off the field.
Did Khalil have his shoulder surgery?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, everything's fine. He's in his rehab program right now.
Anything else? Good.
With the fog bowl, did you see yourself?
Yes, I did. I barely saw myself. It kind of passed, in a little quick flash, but it was unique to see that, having experienced it and been part of it. That's one of the neat things about this game, that you at some point you'll be part of something special, and we've been part of something special here for the last few years, and we intend to get special again. Cool. Thank you, guys. If I don't see any of you guys, Merry Christmas.